Hello, folks, and welcome in to the We Are Network. You're tuning into We Are Luck right now on our live stream via the We Are Luck Network. We have the Lumberjacks of Drummond, Wisconsin in town tonight to face off against the Luck Junior Varsity and Varsity Boys teams. The Drummond JV team and the Luck JV team are out there warming up right now. Both teams coming into the season with wins and losses that kind of put them in the middle of the road right now. Luck JV team is at 4-9. Drummond squad is at 3-3. But JV is a great educational opportunity. It's a tool for these programs to kind of get players out there, see what they have, and see how to develop these players. So once they step up into the varsity roster, they are ready for that action. I myself, Scott Murdoch, have not been here for probably a week or so. I had to miss last Friday's Frederick game here at home, which the Cardinals won. So I'm excited to be back here on the air in Luck, Wisconsin. We got about 2 minutes until warm-ups will cease, and we will begin the action for tonight. Going over the visiting Drummond Lumberjacks roster for this junior varsity matchup, we have number 4, Alex Renz, number 10, Seth Tepfer, number 12, Fritz Zimmerman, number 14, Cole Giesragen, number 20, Oscar Wickman, number 24, Caleb Fox, number 40, Sage Williams, number 42, Clayton Bjork, and number 52, Nolan Taylor. For your Luck Cardinals, tonight on the junior varsity squad, we have number 1, Anders Duholm, number 20, Brandon Anderson, number 3, Sam Morley, number 11, Landon LaRusso, number 12, Jason Evanson, number 13, Isaac Nemeth, and George Nielsen, number 14. Nielsen, the point guard and leader of this squad right now, as Connor Svoboda and Carson Ingstrand have both moved up to the varsity squads. George Nielsen's the one running point and kind of dictating play call down on the floor. We're about 30 seconds out here. From the action. The Lumberjacks a favorite mascot of mine. As I hail from Arizona, my whole family was Lumberjacks as they attended the Northern Arizona University. And we are set to begin here in Luck, Wisconsin. This junior varsity matchup will be showcasing the varsity matchup later on tonight at 7:15 p.m. where we'll have all of our pregame festivities. And Drummond is going to start with the ball as a half-court inbound. Our refs tonight, Alec and Ron, the big dog, as Alec calls him. And we're underway here. This is the Drummond Lumberjacks starting out with it. Alex Renz gets it over to Oscar Wickman. Wickman has it at the top of the key. He's being played by Sam Morley, number 3. Now number 14, Cole Giesragen takes it, misses the layup, rebound. Goes to Isaac Nemeth. Nemeth tries to dribble around, gets it back to Nielsen up top at the wing. Nielsen gets it back to Nemeth. Nemeth drives from the corner, misses, and now there's a tangle down there for the rebound. It goes to the ground with Seth Tepfer fighting for it with Isaac Nemeth out of bounds on the Lumberjacks. Inbound goes all the way up to Anders Duholm. Duholm has it. Now they're swinging it around. George Nielsen with it. He drives from the wing. Gets caught up on the hip from number 20, Oscar Wickman. Little hip-to-hip contact there gives Wickman his first personal foul of the game. Team's first. And now that is Sam Morley inbounding. Duholm swings it over to Nielsen. Nielsen looks, picks up his dribble, gets it back over to number 20, Brandon Anderson, who drives. Pulls up with a little floater, but it rattles around the rim, no good. Rebound goes to the Lumberjacks. Oscar Wickman takes it back up the floor. Gets it to Alex Renz. Renz gets it to Cole Giesragen. Giesragen over to Wickman, who fakes and drives and pulls up from the baseline. Is able to get that one to go. The Lumberjacks are on the board first here. George Nielsen dribbles down on Cole Giesragen. He gets it over to Sam Morley. Morley swings back to Nemeth, who's open, takes the three, but misses. Rebound Lumberjacks as Giesragen brings it back up the other way, and he charges towards the hoop. Goes up strong and gets hit on the way up by number 20, Brandon Anderson of the Cardinals. Here is Cole Giesragen at the line to shoot two. Giesragen makes the first. Little routine there at the free throw line, gets both of them to fall. The Lumberjacks have put the first 4 points up of the game. Here is George Nielsen at the top. Picks up his dribble, gives it over to Anderson. Anderson trying to decide what to do with it, gets it over to Nemeth. Nemeth dribbles it off his foot, but it goes over to Anderson. They're able to gain control, swing it back around to Anders Duholm. Duholm dribbles right. Giesragen tried to poke it out of there, but that's Nielsen with it, drives, and they kicked it back out to Sam Morley, number 3. It was just a little bit too much to handle out there. Out of bounds. Cardinals. Cole Giesragen bringing the ball up as Alex Renz gets it over to Oscar Wickman. Wickman picks up his dribble at the wing, gets it to Cole. Giesragen drives and keeps it on the perimeter. Wickman looking to get rid of it, and he finds Giesragen finally. Now they're looking to rotate a little bit, set up an offense. And that's Nolan Taylor in the game now at the free throw line for the first time today. They're trying to set up their offense right now as Seth Tepfer came over underneath the baseline to receive that pass. Good defensive effort there by the Cardinals, out of bounds. They're going to force Drummond to start over. Looking to inbound. Anders Duholm just a little too close to the Lumberjack inbounder, and the ref called that as a warning. And here is Oscar Wickman. Wickman looks around, finds Taylor in the middle there. Nolan Taylor turns, nice little behind the, or kind of a twist pass as he was looking and found Wickman. Wickman charged the lane and put it in for two. 6-0 here. The first 4 minutes of this game of the junior varsity matchup. Nielsen drives, gets hit on the way up, and makes the basket. He's going to shoot one. And he was fouled by Cole Giesragen. And Nielsen gets the shot to fall, but not the free throw. So it'll remain 6-2 after the free throw. Alex Renz is looking around for someone to get it to, and he finds Cole Giesragen. Giesragen finds Tepfer. Tepfer was driving, tried to get it back, but it was lost. Giesragen with a nice effort, but a little too late. As the Cardinals bring it back the other way now, Anders Duholm flies up the floor. George Nielsen bringing the ball up. Duholm fakes, drives, gets it way back to Nielsen at the wing. Nielsen tries to dribble Cole Giesragen down, but he elects to give it to Sam Morley. Morley gives it over to Anderson, gets it back to Nielsen. Nielsen looking, gets it to Duholm. Anders Duholm has it. Gets played tight by Seth Tepfer, number 10 for the Lumberjacks. And now they swing it around to find Anders Duholm for the baseline jumper. Little too strong there. Rebound, Oscar Wickman. Wickman dribbles back himself. Drives hard to the right, but he's stopped there by George Nielsen. They swing it back around. Cole Giesragen has it back to Wickman. Wickman fakes, drives the lane, and is up. No good, but he had an open look at it there. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow is going to stay for the Lumberjacks. 6-2 here, 5 minutes into this JV matchup. As Wren sets the pick at the elbow for Cole Giesragen, who receives the inbound, swings it up to Seth Tepfer. Tepfer gets it over to Wickman. Wickman into Giesragen. Giesragen with a dribble move, but missed the shot. Good rebound by Oscar Wickman, but as he tried to gather it, bounced it off of his hip, and it went trailing out of bounds. Turnover, ball's going to the Cardinals. Here comes George Nielsen down the floor, sporting the Cardinal mask tonight. He's got the full outfit going on. Nolan Taylor got in the way of that pass there, got the steal for the Lumberjacks. As the Lumberjacks swing it around to Giesragen, who drives but elects to give it to Alex Renz, who misses the shot. But Nolan Taylor there with the rebound and the putback. And Taylor with an impressive series of plays there. And here is Isaac Nemeth getting it back to George Nielsen. Nielsen swings it to Brandon Anderson. Anderson has it, goes around the Nielsen pick. Gives it back to Nielsen. Drives left. Crossover. Now finds Anders Duholm, who came there to bail him out. Gets that one swiped away by Seth Tepfer, who makes an incredible effort to go get that ball, but it's just traveling a little too fast for him there. Great play by Tepfer. It'll stay a Cardinal ball. As Isaac Nemeth checks out of the game, and Jason Evanson checks in. Evanson has the ball there up top. Number 12, sporting the long hair and headband. As the Cardinals swing it around, and Cole Giesragen tried to get in the way of that one. He was there for it. Nielsen was still able to come away with it. Morley drives, kicks it over to Duholm, who gets it to Nielsen. Nielsen over to Evanson. Wickman got in the way of that one, and it went out of bounds on Wickman, but a great disruption to this Cardinals offense, not allowing them to get in any sort of rhythm, keeping the ball in that backcourt area. Cardinals missed an opportunity for that cutting man there, but the dribble goes off Nielsen's foot over to Morley. Morley dribbles it off his foot, and that's picked up by Anderson, who gets it over to Duholm. And the coach of the Luck Cardinals has seen enough for now. He's called timeout. He wants to discuss a little bit of sloppy play here going on this possession. Well, we are on the We Are Network, We Are Luck. Tonight we have 0 fans in attendance, and so we are happy to be here with you to provide all of our high school sports from around the region, be it basketball, football, wrestling. The We Are Network is here for you to enjoy these games wherever you are. I've enjoyed some of the far-off audience members from this week. We've had a couple from New Mexico and Florida and Alaska even, so it's great to see that extended family can tune in from wherever they're at. And when we do have nights like this where there is no fans in attendance, it is nice to be able to get it to our local crowd as well, that they can watch their kids play here at Luck High School. Coming back to the action, 9:24 left in the first half of this JV matchup. 8-2, the Lumberjacks lead the Cardinals. Good, strong defensive efforts by the Lumberjacks have put them in position right now to build on this lead, but that's Anders Duholm with a 3, and he sinks it in stride. Anders Duholm with the 3. Cardinals need a big stop here. Alex Renz has it for the Lumberjacks. He gets it over to Oscar Wickman. Wickman had 2 men low, open. And Wickman has it. Wickman gets it over to Sage Williams, who's seeing his first action of the night, number 40 for the Lumberjacks. Sage Williams, the freshman. As Alex Renz fights down low hard and gets the bucket to fall. And a self-inflicted error there by George Nielsen as he inbounded the ball to Anders Duholm, but his foot was on the baseline. And they're going to call that inbound violation. The ball is going to go right back to the Lumberjacks underneath their basket. Wickman got it into Renz, but there was a steal there by Anders Duholm. And the ref stopped time real quick as one of the Lumberjacks players are having trouble with their glasses. And here we are. George Nielsen has it at the top of the key, gets it over to Morley. Sam Morley gets it back to Anders Duholm. Duholm swings it over to Evanson. Evanson over to Morley. Morley has it. Morley gets it to Brandon Anderson. That's Nielsen swinging it around. Cardinals showing great ball movement right now. Can't really find an open lane, though, to take advantage of it. There's Anders Duholm in the open lane there. As they got it to him, he was just a little far from the basket for that move he tried. But that was a beautifully run offense to find the open Duholm. And next time they do that, they just got to get the basket to fall. Here's a big block there by Evanson. He sent that almost out of the gym. 10-5 here as some more substitutions are made. Oscar Wickman checking out of the game. The Lumberjacks are rostered with only 6 players on this JV team. There's a travel there by Nolan Taylor. Excuse me, that was Sage Williams. But the JV squad of the Lumberjacks are playing with only 6 players, rostered 6 players tonight. That's a big 3 there by number 3, Sam Morley. And Morley bringing his team back into this game with his first bucket of the night. It's a big 3 there. 8-10. And Brandon Anderson got in the way of that one, and the Cardinals have some fire behind them right now. They're playing with a swagger after that timeout. But here's Giesragen, who gets it in to Sage Williams, who drove the lane. There was some hard contact. Both players went to the floor, no call though. George Nielsen gets it over to Anderson. Brandon Anderson swings it to Sam Morley. Morley with a big pass gets tipped, but it still gets to Nielsen all right. Nielsen gives it to Landon LaRusso. LaRusso's seeing his first action of the game. And as he tried to save that ball, Sam Morley went into the bleachers, but it went straight to a Lumberjack, and that Lumberjack took it all the way. That's Seth Tepfer. We have a timeout called here as Brandon Anderson went into the bleachers hard, and he's going to need some time to recover, catch his breath after that one. He may have caught the awkward end of some bleacher plastic. He's in a little bit of pain here, being checked out. But a great effort play, great hustle play there. As the Cardinals, as I said before, we're playing with a bit of a energy to them and a bit of life, as if they wanted to take over this game. George Nielsen kind of brought the team down the court and immediately kicked the offense into gear. And here he goes again. He wants to press the issue here. Nielsen dribbles hard, gets it over to Evanson. Evanson gets it to Nemeth. But Nemeth gets it back to George Nielsen. Nielsen. There's a little confusion over there on the pick set in the corner. But Sam Morley found a cutting Isaac Nemeth, and Nemeth was able to get the layup in for 2. 12-10 here. Just under 6 minutes to play in the first half of this junior varsity action. Alex Renz gets it over to Giesragen. Giesragen drives. Can't find the basket there, but it's Rebounded and put back twice by Oscar Wickman, who's able to get the bucket to finally fall after getting his own rebound. George Nielsen, once again, pressing the issue here as he attempts to drive, but that ball is going to go out on a Lumberjack under the basket there. Sam Morley to inbound. Morley gets it all the way up to Nielsen at the top of the key. Nielsen with the long three. He thought he had it there, but just a little strong on the shot. Evanson swings it over, finds Nemeth. Evanson sets the pick. Landon LaRusso with the drive, off the backboard, no good, but rebound fought for by Evanson. And Nielsen tried to smack it away to create a disruption, and it went out of bounds. That'll be Lumberjack ball. This is Seth Tepfer here. Gets it to Alex Renz. Renz swings it over to Giesragen. Drives the lane hard from the left, but he misses the shot. Rebound put back by Oscar Wickman again. Oscar Wickman making his presence felt down low. Nielsen delivers the ball to Evanson. Evanson with the bad pass there. Just a little to the right of Sam Morley. Evanson's left. Just came off his hands a little awkwardly. And now we have the Lumberjacks getting it into Cole Giesragen. Giesragen gets it over to Renz. Alex Renz with the ball. Finds Tepfer. Tepfer looking. Decides to dribble. Goes towards baseline. Gets a little trap there, but Nielsen gave up on the trap as he saw Giesragen wide open in the corner. This is Williams. Sage Williams dribbles, picks it up. Tries to get it over to Giesragen, but it was a bad pass, and as Giesragen fought for it, Nielsen was there to take it away from him. He takes it back the other way for two. Nielsen with the heads-up play as Giesragen tried to gain possession of that just off pass. Here's Sage Williams going up strong. Oh, but he's going to be called for the travel. We got a substitution here. Nolan Taylor coming in for Sage Williams. As I mentioned, 6 rostered players for the Lumberjacks. And so it's really just a matter of rotating in and out on who needs the rest most at that time. As Anders Duholm steps out of bounds there as he tries to drive and get it over to Landon LaRusso. So that'll go to the Lumberjacks. Tepfer inbounds to Wickman, who brings it up the floor across the half-court line. Gets it to Renz. Alex Renz with it up top. Renz gets it over to Tepfer. Tepfer from the wing picks up his dribble just inside the three-point line, who passes it to Wickman, who drives, misses the shot, but Nolan Taylor is there for the rebound and the putback. Nolan Taylor extends the Lumberjacks lead to 6. Nielsen with the elbow jumper, no good. Rebound went right to Oscar Wickman. Loose ball in the air, but no one was paying attention, and that was able to get to Seth Tepfer just fine. And now we have Oscar Wickman getting it over to Alex Renz. Renz gets it to Tepfer. Tepfer has it. Over to Cole. Cole Giesragen gets it to Oscar Wickman, who gets it into Nolan Taylor. Wickman with a little drive and the shot from the elbow. Might have got hit in the stomach. And that pass by Anders Duholm was just a little, in the passing lane, Oscar Wickman jumped right into it. Kind of telegraphed it a little bit there, and Wickman was able to make a play on it as he read Duholm's eyes. Oscar Wickman here. Number 20 has leading the Lumberjacks tonight in points. Nielsen tries to fight for that rebound, but it ends up in Giesragen's hands. And he gets it back to Tepfer, who has the little dribble and shot from about 12 feet away and gets that one to fall. 20-12, the Lumberjacks lead. Landon LaRusso looking to get rid of it, and he does to Sam Morley, who drives. Nolan Taylor got his hand on it. Was able to pry it out of Sam Morley's hands on the drive up. Wickman gets it to Renz. Renz to Giesragen. Giesragen at the wing. Giesragen gets it in to Alex Renz, who made the quintessential post move, lost his man, turned around and was right at the basket wide open, and Giesragen found him, and Renz put it in for the easy two. Now we have Sam Morley. Morley gets it over to George Nielsen, who drives. Isaac Nemeth with the missed putback. And Lumberjacks rebound as Cole Giesragen holds for a second before he crosses the half-court line. Wickman holds. We've got just a minute here to play in the first half. Junior varsity action. 22-12, the Lumberjacks lead over the Cardinals. It's Oscar Wickman. Dribbles around, tries to lose Sam Morley. But there is Isaac Nemeth. Nemeth gets in the way of that pass, steals it, brings it back the other way. Made an elongated Euro step move, but got it back to Nielsen, who takes the long three but misses. Rebound went to Giesragen, and Oscar Wickman will take it back the other way. Under 20 to play. Lumberjacks looking for the last shot of the half here. 13 seconds left. Seth Tepfer found a lane, but George Nielsen knocked it out of his hands. Back to Giesragen with five seconds to shoot. Wickman looking, clock running down. He misses that last shot as the ball goes out of bounds to end the first half. 22-12 here at the end of the first half of junior varsity action. We've got the varsity matchup coming up next here on the We Are Luck Network. No fans in attendance tonight, so we are happy to be with you here on the We Are Luck Network. The only way we are here is if our sponsors show up for us, and they have time and time again. We'd like to thank those sponsors that make We Are Luck possible. Within Luck, we're talking about the Sterling Bank, North of 8 Marketing and Design, the Bonton, Al Tomlinson Insurance, Arrow Building Center, Barrel House. So many places, so many sponsors that we could thank for allowing us to be with you here tonight. As there are no fans in attendance, but we're bringing you the action on the We Are Luck Network. We're going to take a short break here for halftime, 22-12 at the end of the first half for the junior varsity matchup in Luck, Wisconsin. we are returning to the action here in Luck, Wisconsin for the JV boys matchup. We got the varsity matchup coming up here in a little bit. Both varsity teams in the gym right now. They are acting as our only fans for the night as these varsity teams cheer on their boys' JV teams. 22-12 here. We got 16 minutes of JV basketball ready for you right now as the Lumberjacks inbound to Cole Giesragen. Giesragen gets it over to Alex Renz. Renz to Seth Tepfer. Tepfer has it. Looking, gets it to Wickman. Oscar Wickman. Dribbling. Wickman, the leading scorer tonight for either team. He's got 8 points. The rest of the scoring for the Lumberjacks split up between Nolan Taylor, Alex Renz, and Seth Tepfer and Cole Giesragen. As this is Isaac Nemeth with a nice drive to keep his balance. Got the shot off and it was no good. As there's a fight down low for these rebounds. And Alex Renz finally came away with it. He gets it up to Seth Tepfer, who drives. Gets contacted a little by Duholm, but there's no call. As Wickman has it at the top of the key, drives around Sam Morley. The layup is no good. George Nielsen fighting hard down low for that rebound with Oscar Wickman. And that jump ball possession arrow is going towards the Cardinals. As Nielsen and Duholm bring the ball up, Nielsen drives hard, gets it to Isaac Nemeth for the three. We saw 2 big threes in this game from Andrews Duholm and Sam Morley already. Cardinals looking for a little bit more of that magic. Cole Giesragen gets it over to Oscar Wickman. Wickman has it. Wickman gets it over. This is Giesragen and Tepfer. Tepfer with the long jumper. Rattles it around the rim, hits the backboard, and goes in. Seth Tepfer with the long jumper there. 24-12. We're 3 minutes in. 2 minutes in to this second half action. Anders Duholm has it, gets it over to Sam Morley. Morley to Nielsen. George Nielsen with it. That was a nice keeping of the balance there by Brandon Anderson, who couldn't get the basket to fall. And the Lumberjacks rebound. Alex Renz has it, gets it over to Cole Giesragen. Giesragen back to Renz on the cut. Layup no good. Isaac Nemeth has it. We got some body-to-body contact on Seth Tepfer. As Isaac Nemeth was going up for the layup. Sorry, they're going to call that on the ground before he was going up for the layup, excuse me. So that's going to be an inbound pass, inbounded by Sam Morley to Nielsen. Nielsen over to Nemeth. Nemeth back to Morley. Morley to Nemeth. Nemeth over to Duholm to Nielsen. Nielsen has it. Now Nemeth making some hard cuts on the ground, struggling to keep his balance. He lost possession of that in the act of trying to keep his balance, and Wickman picked it up, took it the other way. Here's Alex Renz at the top of the key. Renz to Tepfer. Tepfer fakes, gets it into Renz, who is open at the block. And Renz turns around and puts it in for an easy 2. Renz trying to become the leading scorer now for the Lumberjacks here tonight. He's just 2 behind Oscar Wickman's scoring total. And there's a 3 by Isaac Nemeth, no good. The Luck varsity squad thought that was going to be good. And there's a good pass on the fast break there for Nolan Taylor to get it up and in for a fast break layup. Good down court pass by Cole Giesragen. This is George Nielsen looking, gets it over to Sam Morley. Morley over to Anderson. Anderson gets it down to Duholm. Morley to the corner where George Nielsen is. He takes the 3 and buries it. Nielsen buried it like a carrot in spring. This is Oscar Wickman. Wickman has it, gets it over to Nolan Taylor. Taylor looking, finds Giesragen. Giesragen gets it to Tepfer. Tepfer to Wickman, who's being played by Sam Morley. Hard fake left, drives right. Layup no good, gets his own rebound. Before the shot, though, he got nicked by Isaac Nemeth. And here we go with the only substitution possible for the Lumberjacks, as they roster only 6 players here tonight for the JV matchup. So we have Sage Williams checking in for Alex Renz. Nielsen got in the way of that inbound pass, and he's taking it back the other way. Nielsen is facing a 2-on-1. And now we have the offense getting set up again, as Nielsen was outnumbered on the fast break to do something with it. But a smart keep of the ball has the Luck Cardinals in their offense right now, as they're down 13 with just under 12 minutes to play. Anders Duholm has it, finds Nielsen in the corner, the near corner here. Over to Nemeth. Nemeth gets it over to Morley. Morley has it. Nielsen in. Can't get the floater to fall off the backboard. And this is Giesragen going the other way with Anders Duholm playing him. Whistle there is blown. And this is going to be on Anders Duholm. On the shot, Cole Giesragen to the line to shoot 2. As Jason Evanson takes his spot to substitute in. Giesragen misses the first. Giesragen is 2 of 3 from the line tonight. Coaches for Drummond mentioned that Giesragen would probably be the one barking out orders tonight, as he is now 2 of 4 from the line, misses both of those free throws, but recovers and gets it over to Seth Tepfer, who swings it to Sage Williams. Williams has it over there on the wing, being played tight by Sam Morley. And now down low, fighting for it is Oscar Wickman, who swings it back out. And they swing it around to Seth Tepfer for the 3. And late at night, the bank is still open, folks, if you need to make a deposit. Seth Tepfer with the 3. George Nielsen has it at the top of the key, gets it over to Anders Duholm. Duholm swings it over. And now we have the ball just kind of moving around in the backcourt here. They're trying to penetrate. And there's a drive to the lane there by Isaac Nemeth. Sam Morley now has it at the near wing. He dribbles into the corner, finds Anders Duholm over there. Duholm with it. Now Nielsen has it. Nielsen gets it over. Isaac Nemeth with the 3. He was bound to hit one of them. And there it is right there. Nemeth with the 3. Nemeth 1 for 4 tonight from the 3-point line. You're listening on the We Are Luck Network. This is a 30-second timeout here. We Are Luck is happy to have Drummond in town, Drummond High School. Not exactly around the corner from Luck or down the street. It is a good 2-hour drive to get here from Drummond. And we're glad to have them here tonight for these basketball contests between the JV and varsity boys squads. A non-conference matchup here, as Drummond comes from the Indian Head Conference of the WIAA. And in that conference, the varsity Drummond squad is fighting for that second position right now within the conference. But for here tonight with the junior varsity squads, they're just trying to come away with a victory. As Seth Tepfer has it at the top of the key. Tepfer picks up his dribble, played tight by Anders Duholm. Gets it over. Cole Giesragen doesn't leave the floor, just kind of floats it off of his hand. And he gets it to fall from about 15 feet away. A little touch move there by Giesragen. George Nielsen looking. Gets it over to Nemeth. Nemeth down to Duholm. Duholm tried to get it back out, but Alex Renz stuck his arm out there and got in the way of that. Morley gets it into Nielsen. Nielsen over to Duholm. Duholm has it. Anders Duholm looking. looking for something to be set up. Thought there was going to be a screen there. As that's Evanson in the game now. Evanson setting the screen for Nemeth, but Nemeth can't get around it, as Oscar Wickman played him tight around the screen when they switched on. There was a confusion for the ball, and now the Cardinals trying to take advantage of some open shot opportunities from far, but they can't get him to fall. Anders Duholm fighting hard down low to get a hand on those rebounds to keep the ball alive, but it finally ends up in the hands of the Lumberjacks. And now Seth Tepfer has it at the top of the key. Gets it over to Alex Renz. Renz has it. He's wide open, but he won't take the shot. He'll get it over to Cole Giesragen. Giesragen has it. They tried to get it in down low to Oscar Wickman. They're saying it went out of bounds on a Cardinal. 33-18 here, a 15-point lead for the Lumberjacks. 8:20 to play. This is Sage Williams. Williams drives but misses. Went up for his own rebound though. Now Oscar Wickman to inbound. Wickman finds Williams up at the top of the key. Williams gets it back to Wickman, who finds Nolan Taylor down low. Evanson turns and plays it well as he swats it. And that was a pass up the court, just past Landon LaRusso, out of bounds. He was looking for the open Landon LaRusso. It was just a little too strong and went out of bounds there. And now we have Seth Tepfer bringing it up the floor for the Lumberjacks. Cole Giesragen is the one on the bench now, as Evanson got in the way of that pass, brings it back the other way, pulls up the block but misses the shot. Rebound, George Nielsen. He loses the rebound and it goes right to Sage Williams, who gives it to Taylor, swings it over to Tepfer. Now Tepfer will dribble it up slowly. Less than 8 minutes to play here in Luck, Wisconsin. For this junior varsity matchup, Sage Williams passes it to Tepfer. Tepfer back to Wickman. Wickman at the top of the key, looking. Fakes the dribble left, decides to go left on that one. There's a lot of contact down low. No call as Wickman came down on top of Evanson. But the ball goes the other way. And there's some contact down low, and that one's going to be called. That's going to be a charge there on Isaac Nemeth as he ran into Sage Williams inside the paint. The Lumberjacks showing a lot of defensive effort here tonight to get in the way of passes, and now they're trying to get something started on offense. Evanson with a good effort for the rejection, but he just missed on the swat there. Nielsen brings it back up the court. Gets it to Evanson. Jason Evanson has it at the top of the key, gets it over to Nielsen. George Nielsen drives, pulls up from about 10 feet but can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Nemeth. Putback is no good. Oscar Wickman had to shake George Nielsen off of him before he could take it up court. Alex Renz gets it over to Sage Williams. Williams drives the lane. And that's going to be a charge on Williams. He tried to enter the lane and ran right into Sam Morley down low. 6 minutes left to play here in the junior varsity matchup. Nielsen drives hard, sticks a pivot foot in the ground, turns and passes it to Sam Morley. Morley over to Landon LaRusso. LaRusso has it. Gets it back to Evanson. Evanson looking, gets it to George Nielsen. Nielsen finds a wide open, cutting Nemeth. The pass was tipped away and out of bounds. Ended up going out of bounds on a Cardinals player. .5:57 left to play. We got Giesragen back into the game. Cole Giesragen inbounds to Seth Tepfer, gives it right back to him. As Giesragen and Nielsen have been battling all night. And he gets this pass into Tepfer at the free throw line. Back to Giesragen. Giesragen over to Williams. Williams back to Tepfer. Tepfer has it. Now they're swinging around. Williams to the top of the key. Nolan Taylor down low. Gets it way over to Giesragen. Giesragen. Good defense there. No foul called. Lumberjacks unable to get it to fall. As Nemeth fights down low. Found an open shooting lane. Could not get that one to fall. And Sam Morley will inbound for the Cardinals. Underneath the hoop, they set up their play. Right into George Nielsen, who takes it in. Off the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound, though. Brings it back to the corner. In down low to Jason Evanson. Swings it out to Landon LaRusso, who takes the jumper. Front of the rim, no good. Poked away there. George Nielsen tried to get it out of Cole Giesragen's hands. But they protect the ball and will still maintain possession with just under 5 minutes to play here. Nielsen got in that passing lane, knocked it out of bounds. Good disruption there for the Cardinals. Brandon Anderson checking into the game for Sam Morley. As the Lumberjacks inbound, Seth Tepfer has it. Tepfer, Evanson read that like a book, got in the way of it, and published his own version all the way down court for the fast break layup. And now Giesragen. Wren's down low. Alex Wren's fighting. As Nemeth got a hand on it. And Nolan Taylor is checking out of the game right now for the Lumberjacks. So is George Nielsen for the Cardinals. Anders Duholm bringing the ball up now, taking those duties. This is Landon LaRusso at the top of the key, looking to get rid of it. Gets it over to Jason Evanson. Evanson finds Anderson in the corner. Anderson picks up his dribble at the wing. Can't go anywhere with it. And is called for the travel. Picked up his dribble and just drug the pivot foot a bit too much and got called for the travel there. Tepfer has it, gets it into Wickman. Wickman at the top of the key looking. Under 4 minutes left here to play. 13-point lead for the Lumberjacks. Faked a couple passes in, but finally got it down low to Oscar Wickman. As Isaac Nemeth plays him straight up and down. As there's no one to pass it into. Anders Duholm bringing the ball up court quickly. Gets it up to Isaac Nemeth, who drives the lane. But can't find the basket there. Lumberjacks end up with it. Cole Giesragen specifically gets it back to Oscar Wickman. Wickman over to Tepfer. Seth Tepfer with the ball, gets it to Wickman. Over to Giesragen. Cole Giesragen picks up his dribble at the free throw line. Back to Tepfer with the long three. Tepfer for three. And now the Cardinals are trailing by 18 with under 3 to play. Evanson with a three of his own from the corner, no good. Lumberjacks rebound. Now we have Tepfer again. Alex Wren's. Alex Wren's with tons of space up top. Gets it over to Giesragen. Giesragen picks up back to Tepfer. Tepfer. Looking, gets it in down low to Oscar Wickman. Wickman turns and shoots, no good. Rebound, Anders Duholm pushes the ball up court quickly. Has an urgency to his drive there. As Evanson finding the basket for two. Jason Evanson with the layup. 38-22. 2 minutes to play in this JV contest. We got the varsity matchup coming up next here on the We Are Luck Network. Giesragen over in the far wing. And this is Wickman down low, backing down on Isaac Nemeth. Wickman finds a lane there, goes up with it, and puts the ball at the bottom of the net. 40-22, Lumberjacks lead. Nolan Taylor coming back into the game for Oscar Wickman. LaRusso and Nemeth checking out of the game there for the Cardinals. Evanson has it. We're waiting on the call here. That is on Nolan Taylor with the contact on the dribble. Nolan Taylor called for his first personal of the game. Third team foul of the second half. Not a lot of foul trouble here tonight for either team. It's nice to see a good clean game, not a lot of stoppage in play. Yeah, a quick one here tonight. As we're looking at the last minute of play here, and we've only been playing ball for less than about 50 minutes here. So when it's a clean game, they're not having to have that stoppage of time for free throws. The action kind of flows and is a bit more seamless to the night. That's what we've witnessed here tonight in this JV matchup. Nice clean game. Teams trying to set up their offense, get into a rhythm. .45 seconds left here as Seth Tepfer holds it up top, gets it over to Sage Williams. Williams looking, dribbles a bit, picks it up at the far wing, gets it over back to Nolan Taylor. Taylor swings it to Tepfer. Tepfer has it. Tepfer gives it over to Williams. Williams finds Giesragen. Swings it over, and they're just gonna swing it around and dribble this game out as we are under 10 seconds left. It's looking like the final score of tonight's game. It's gonna be the Lumberjacks 40, Luck Cardinals 24. This junior varsity matchup, the Drummond Lumberjacks move to 4-3. Oscar Wickman leading them in scoring here tonight with a great effort by Alex Renz just behind him. For your Luck Cardinals, we have George Nielsen leading the scoring here tonight. As we get set for the varsity matchup here on the We Are Luck Network, we are going to end this stream and begin another one very soon here as the warm-ups commence for the varsity matchup. We thank you for tuning into this JV matchup, and we're excited to see what these varsity teams bring to the floor next. My name is Scott Murdoch. I'll see you in a bit.